Viewers, welcome to our new video. Today our topic is biological molecules MCQs. So let's start the video. The branch of biology which deals with the study of chemical compounds and the chemical processes in the living organisms is called chemistry, biochemistry, molecular biology, both A and B. So the correct answer is option B, biochemistry. Reactions in which simple substances are combined to form complex substances are called metabolic reactions, catabolic reaction, anabolic reactions, none of these. So the correct answer is option C, anabolic reactions. Which chemical component has the same person in bacterial as well as the mammalian cells? Water, carbohydrate, proteins, lipids. So the correct answer is option A, water. Which chemical component has the greatest contribution in the total mammalian cell weight? Proteins, carbohydrate, lipids, water. So the correct answer is option D, water. Which one is an organic compound? CO2, water, lipids, HCl. So the correct answer is option C, lipids. Which one is the basic element of organic compounds? Oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur, carbon. So the correct answer is option D, carbon. The bond formed when two or more atoms complete their electron shells by sharing electrons is called ionic bond, hydrogen bond, covalent bond, electrovalent bond. So the correct answer is option C, covalent bond. Carbon atom is monovalent, divalent, trivalent, tetravalent. So the correct answer is option D, tetravalent. How many percent of water in brain cell is 20%, 80%, 85%, 90%. So the correct answer is option C, 85%. Which of the following substance is most favorable to form a structural component of biological membranes? Hydrophilic carbohydrates, hydrophobic fats, both A and B, none of these. So the correct answer is option B, hydrophobic fats. The number of calories required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water from 15 to 16 Celsius is called specific heat of vaporization, specific heat capacity, caloric heat, both A and C. So the correct answer is option B, specific heat capacity. The property of water due to which it works as a temperature stabilizer and hence protect living organisms from sudden thermal change is high specific heat of vaporization, high specific heat capacity, its dipole nature, its liquid state. So the correct answer is option B, high specific heat capacity. A complex substance which on hydrolysis yield polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone subunit is called lipid, carbohydrate, protein, carotene. So the correct answer is option B, carbohydrate. CnH2ON is a general formula of monosaccharides, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide, carbohydrates. So the correct answer is option A, monosaccharides. Which one are most complex sugar? Monosaccharides, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide, none of these. So the correct answer is option C, polysaccharides. Which of the following carbohydrate is tasteless? Monosaccharide, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide, none of these. So the correct answer is option C, polysaccharide. Which of the following carbohydrate cannot be hydrolyzed? Monosaccharide, oligosaccharide, polysaccharide, none of these. So the correct answer is option A, monosaccharide. Ribose is an example of triosis, tetrosis, pentose, hexose. So the correct answer is option C, pentose. How many percent of glucose normally present in our blood is 0.80%, 0.08%, 1.80%, 8%. So the correct answer is option B, 0.08%. Which one is abundant in animals? Starch, glycogen, cellulose, none of these. So the correct answer is option B, glycogen. Which one is soluble in hot water? Starch, glycogen, amylose, amylopectin. So the correct answer is option C, amylose. The covalent bond between two monosaccharide subunits is called phosphodiester bond, peptide bond, glycosidic bond, ionic bond. So the correct answer is option C, glycosidic bond. Which one gives a blue color with iodine? Starch, glycogen, cellulose, polysaccharide. So the correct answer is option A, starch. Which of the following polysaccharide is called animal starch? Starch, glycogen, cellulose, none of these. So the correct answer is option B, glycogen. Dash is example of pure form of cellulose. Silk, wool, cotton, paper. So the correct answer is option C, cotton. Lipids are soluble in which of the following? Water, ether, all solvents, none. So the correct answer is option B, ether. Lipids molecule can store the double amount of energy as compared to the same amount of carbohydrate because of the high in number of carbon-carbon bonds, carbon-hydrogen bond, carbon-nitrogen bond, carbon-oxygen bond. So the correct answer is option B, carbon-hydrogen bonds. A compound produced as a result of a chemical reaction of an alcohol with an acid in which water molecule is released is called monosaccharide, fatty acid, neutral lipid, nucleic acid. So the correct answer is option C, neutral lipid. Fatty acids containing 18 carbon atom and a single double bond is saturated fatty acid, unsaturated fatty acid, oleic acid, palmitic acid. So the correct answer is option C, oleic acid. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe MCQs 1 for latest MCQs.